Hey Star Fam, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We're here today with the Mystical Manga Tarot, and we're just gonna have a quick check, just to see what the energies are like today. Thanks again for joining me. If you like my videos, please do give me a like and subscribe so that you can see more from me. Alright, with that, let's see what the energies are like today with my Star Fam. See what is going on, just to get a quick look at what the energies are like with my Star Fam today. Alright. Okay, so we have got the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Now, upon first looking at this card combination, it looks like maybe after a period of juggling two people, it has led to heartache. I don't know, maybe there was some sort of third-party situation, which kind of looks like it because you've got this one person juggling two things, two people, two relationships at a go, and it looks like it's ended up in heartache. Or if it hasn't, it just might end up with that, so got to be careful, folks. But let's see what else the cards have to say, because again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could also have been that you did some kind of gamble, you maybe had an investment that didn't go out as well, that didn't turn out as well as you were hoping it would be. But let's see what the cards have to say. We've got these cards popped out, and it looks like it might actually be a relationship read. So we've got the Lovers. We've got the Five of Cups, the Strength, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So it looks like someone made a choice, because the Lover's card, again, it could be as taken at face value as a lover is coming in together in union. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a partnership in business, for example, but any kind of relationship where you've got two individuals coming together to form some kind of partnership for whatever outcome, depending on the context. So it could actually be a situation where a romantic situation. Again, the Lover's card, it could be the romance situation, the relationship, but it could also be the card of choice. So it could be that a choice was made between two individuals. Maybe you were seeing two people and you finally decided, I'm going to stick to this one person, which obviously means someone else, unfortunately, is feeling heartbroken. And just as well as you yourself might be feeling heartbroken, because, I mean, if you were seeing these two people, and for all intents and purposes, there's nothing wrong with the other person. It's just that, maybe you connect better with person A than you did with person B. And, it's not easy having to break things off with people. But, so it looks like there was some pain around that as well, too. Which, again, comes up in the Five of Cups, because here we've got kind of regret and sorrow, almost kind of like, I mean, the way that these cards are, you've kind of got this person that is upset over the three spilled cups here. But I mean, he still has the two, so it definitely feels like, oh, you didn't want to break the other person's heart, but had to, because, in a relationship, in most relationships anyway, it is just of two people. So it looks like either this person is definitely upset that he had, that the situation worked out the way that it did. Again, guys, just be careful, because this is it, especially when you're just dating casually around. You're more likely to have hurt feelings the longer you keep kind of keep things going on with more than one people, so to speak. But yeah, it looks like the choice was made, and it's again, it's not easy having to let somebody down, especially if, for all intents and purposes, there was nothing wrong with the person. It's just maybe you connected with person B a little bit better, and it was just time to call it quits, especially if things were starting to get serious. And then that card is followed up by the strength. So this is kind of, the inner strength, not necessarily the physical strength to kind of, duke it out, so to speak, but definitely the strength to kind of move on with the Three of Wands and realize that this was necessary, that, yeah, you had to break things off with one person, but it was necessary in order to be able to move on properly. Because obviously, unless you're into the polyamorous relationships, a relationship like this would have been unsustainable in the long term. So, it's about just kind of having the strength to move on, know that you did the right thing. Obviously, nobody likes to be led on, especially if it feels like they really are just being led on and feelings are being developed elsewhere. So, at the end of the day, the decision did have to be made, and unfortunately, it was going to have to be a no for somebody. And, it's never nice being on the receiving end of the no or the rejection, but again, the decision had to be made. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is kind of a card of hanging on. So in this situation, I feel like you've made your choice. You've made the choice with the person that you can see your future with, and you're sticking with that choice, You're hanging on to it. And that's definitely something that you're going to move forward with. So I'm not sure if person B is trying to play the pick-me game, but it looks like you've made your choice, and you're sticking to it. It kind of feels also as if maybe you might have had to cut the other person that you've let go off a little bit, and withdraw into yourself and really not reach out. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's easier to just make a clean break. And so, as opposed to, we can just be friends. It's more, maybe it's best if we're not friends for a time, just until, we can heal a little bit, until you can heal and emotions can kind of calm down a little bit. But it looks, again, like you finally mustered up the strength to make the decision with the person that you see a future with the most. And you're sticking with that choice. You're sticking with it. Which, honestly, I feel like it's probably the best way to do it. It's always easier just to make a clean break as opposed to kind of leading the person on, especially if this is something where you've been dating for a while now. At some point, if you're not going to choose them, then you do have to let them go and let them live their life and be free to find somebody who's right for them. So, it's not a nice thing to do, but again, sometimes we do have to be mean to be kind, you know what I mean? Definitely set them free, and if you feel like they're going to have a hard time getting over you, then, sometimes it is a merciful thing to just cut it off and just say, maybe we need to take some time first before we can remain friends, And it's just, I need that me time. I need to just stick to myself. I need to just put that energy towards me and my new relationship now. And, you know, maybe over time, sure, we can rekindle a friendship and, you know, when emotions are a little bit calmer. But yeah, that is what I am seeing in the cards today, guys. If you saw a different story, by all means, please let me know about it down below in the comments. I'm always curious to hear if you saw your cards, but this wasn't your story, what your story is. Very interested to hear that. And yeah, otherwise, thanks again, guys, for popping by. Have a great day. Bye.